I thought it would end. I thought there would be an end in sight. And right now, I feel like there isn't a light at the end of the tunnel.
Hospitals across the state nearing the breaking point as a surge of unvaccinated patients fill up beds. The state says over the past month, hospital admissions are on the rise. As of this week, multiple local hospitals are at or near capacity, including Ascension Genesis, Ascension St. Mary's, Hurley Medical Center, McLaren Flint, and Covenant. Now, with a surge in patients, healthcare workers are struggling. TV5's James Felton spoke with one local nurse about what it's like right now.
The hardest part, I think, is keeping people alive past the point at which they should be let go.
5 COVID patients have died in the last week here at Covenant Healthcare in Saginaw. Registered nurse Macy DeGroff works in its COVID intensive care unit. The 7th floor, the new home for those battling COVID who are fighting to stay alive with every breath.
They come in completely healthy, walking around, doing stuff at home, and they come in here with COVID. And unfortunately, it just robs them of everything they know.
A little over a year ago, COVID-19 vaccines became available. And on June 29th, Covenant Healthcare had 0 active COVID-19 infections. With vaccines on the market and COVID cases dropping, things were looking up for DeGroff and her team. But now, as we endure another surge, her optimism about people's willingness to take vaccines is long gone.
I thought there would be an end in sight. And right now, I feel like there isn't a light at the end of the tunnel, just because majority of people believe in that propaganda and they refuse to get vaccinated.
But there are glimmers of hope. DeGroff says the additional staffing provided by the federal government at the request of Governor Gretchen Whitmer has made a difference.
The Department of Defense nurses and doctors that came here have been absolutely fantastic. They've really allowed some of the night shift nurses to just physically take care of their patients to their best ability. They're not running from room to room.
And even though DeGroff spends most days seeing COVID patients at their worst, she'll do her best to try and save each and every one of them.
They wouldn't be alive if there weren't nurses up here and doctors and respiratory therapists keeping them alive. So what brings us back is somebody's got to do it.
Reporting in Saginaw, James Felton, WNEM, TV5.
Now, according to the state hospital bed tracker, Covenant has 17 COVID patients in the ICU.